Okay. I keep trying to tell people, man, that I live in the trenches, right? And if you don't know what the trenches is, I'm talking about it's low income, low positivity, high on negativity, high on nonsense, high on all the shenanigans. If you can read my shirt, download the link in my bio and help me and EJ get an ORV. I'm gonna leave it in the caption of this video. But this morning I got up at like 5:30, almost 5:30. It was like 5:20 something when I looked at the time, right? You know what time it is, man. It's get yourself together. You got to get the baby outside because she got to go potty, right? It's a part about being house trained is that you actually have to leave the house. So I kind of got in a routine. When I wake up, she wake up. We going outside, right? So we get ourselves together, you know, brush the teeth, wash the face, get all of that going on, man. We get outside. It's like almost 6 o'clock, right? 6:05, 6:10, something like that, right? We get outside. I see my neighbor. Have a little quick conversation with him. He asking me about owning a business and this is that and the third, and I'm trying to give him a little piece of game. Told him we need to sit down so I can kind of breathe on him and try to get him away from the nonsense and the negativity. He like, yeah, man, I got to do that, man. I got to do something different with my life. Mind you, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun ain't even up yet. I'm gonna say that. Anybody who follow my other social media already know that the sun ain't even up. Me and EJ outside, so we jamming, right? We walk down the street and we get it off of the street, man. We are not on this walk 10 minutes, right? We hear a gunshot. Large caliber. I can't really tell you what kind of gun it was. I don't know. I just heard the shot and I know a gunshot from a firework. It's part of living in the trenches. You have to be, you know what I'm saying, acute to the sound of fireworks and gunfire. They two different things. They kind of sound the same, but if you know better, you know. And if you really know, you can actually tell the caliber of gun it is unless it's one of the rifles because they all kind of sound the same. But it ain't 10 good minutes and we heard a gunshot. Man, we still on the walk because I come from the mind your business Earl. Just keep your head down and continue doing what you're doing. If you ain't looking at nobody, then 9 times out of 10 in the trenches ain't nobody looking at you. Moving on, man, we make it around the corner. When we make it around the corner to get back to the cell, we heard police. It's a difference between a police, an ambulance, and a fire truck. I'm not going to get into explaining it to you, and I'm definitely not going to explain to you how I know the difference, but I do, right? It come with living in the trenches. I ain't going to keep telling you that. Though I'm talking to myself, I'm just allowing you to be part of the conversation, but we make it back around, man, and I see the same person that I was talking to. I see his shoe in the street and his glasses. I don't see him, though. I just see his shoe in the street and his glasses. I continue on doing what I'm doing, but we hear the police. So I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, these items, and I'm listening to the police because they coming towards where we coming from. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. Come on, EJ. So that being the case, right, they bend the corner. But they don't go where they supposed to go because the beauty of where I live at is the address don't pop up on the GPS. Right. So if I was to even give you my address, a GPS system would not bring you here. It'd take you somewhere completely different. And when I seen where they went, I knew exactly where they were going, if you get what I'm saying. Come living in the trenches, man. You just got to pay attention. They buck they little U-turns to swing around and pull up where they pulled up at. And here come the ambulance. What did happen? We outside, we watching, you know what I'm saying? I can't get to my residence because now my residence is part of a crime scene. You know how the police play it where you can't go over there, you can't go through there, you can't go around there or none of that. But I stay right here. I can't go home. You telling me I can't go to the house? No, you can't go to the house, right? What did you hear? I heard a gunshot like everybody else. What happened? They began to tell me what transpired, and then I see where they go, and they straight. I'm talking about just right there. I gotta get out of this city. I swear for the Lord, I gotta get out of this city. I swear for the Lord. I just seen a van for sale. I think they wanted like $3,500 for it. I got $3,500. I got $3,500. I don't have 100 to get the RV I want, but I got I might have a 35 for that. But let me finish telling you. So the police take my statement. I don't really have one. I be minding my business. I was out walking my puppy. I did see my neighbor because on the back end, I ain't say this at first, but on the back end, there are at least 15 security cameras in my apartment complex. They are not owned by people that live in the apartment complex. They owned by the apartment complex. It's like 15, 20 security cameras that watch over the apartment complex that I live in. And they told me when I moved in that you couldn't come in or leave out of the apartment complex without being on camera. People don't never pay attention to the little things. I do. You can't get in or get out without being on camera. And, you know, that just kind of is what it is. But yeah, somebody shot my neighbor. And, you know, I send my prayers up to him. But if you out early in the morning doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing, man, bad things could happen. That's just what I preach to people who, you know what I'm saying? If you play in the streets and you live the street life, then street things happen to you and you got to take them. They come with it. You can't be upset. You can't be mad. You can't do any of that because that is the etiquette of the trenches. When you live in the trenches, you have to act like you live in the trenches because this is the murder capital of America that I live in. And it ain't the murder capital of America for no reason. Not at all. But I'm sitting here at the graveyard, you know, looking at my little brother's grave, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to keep my spirit up and high because if I'd have waited 5 or 10 minutes, if I'd have talked to him for 5 or 10 minutes, I'd have got shot with him. Because I just seen him. Like, I walked past him in the exact place where his misfortune happened and I continued on walking. You know why? Because I be minding my business. I put my head down and I continued on doing what I was doing. Like, I didn't have anything to do with anything because I don't have anything to do with anything. And the beauty of the thing is the security cameras in my apartment complex are going to show that exact thing. They gonna show me speak to him and then continue on doing what I was doing and me come back and then the police come. They gonna show all of that. So anybody that was out there at that present point in time gonna be on them cameras too. That's the only thing I can tell the police because I don't have any information for you. If I would have seen what happened, I'd have had some video for them. I'd have taped it. Don't get mad at me. Do not be upset with me or none of that. That might have been a piece of viral content that put my YouTube into the millions of dollars, and I need that in my life. And plus, I didn't have nothing to do with it. I was minding my own business, doing what I be doing every morning. I be outside every morning around that time anyway. And I'm not bothering nobody and being on nothing. But I do very good at keeping an eye on my surroundings, and if things don't look the way that they are supposed to, I go back into the cell and close the door. We'll come back outside later on, or we get into the car and we go somewhere completely different on the other side of the city to do the same thing that we could have did in an apartment complex. Got to change the routine. People be paying attention in the trenches. Bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up no longer. I just wanted to kind of speak to myself about that. Like, man, I'm just so thankful that it wasn't my time. Like, that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that it wasn't my time. I give blessings. I give good grace and blessings that wasn't for me. And I'm hoping that everything that I got going on and everything that I am doing is gonna ensure that that type of nonsense is not for me. If you get what I'm saying. And if you ain't downloaded the link in this video, please download the link in this video because it's gonna help me and EJ get an RV or a van or something. We is getting out of this city as soon as the lease up. I swear for Lord. You know the slogan, man. Enjoy the show, man, and change the channel. No, let me say it again so you can hold saying enjoy the show or change the channel. You just gonna eat your treat on my video?